should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah. We get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me rap, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way. What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott, living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow, with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul, so fly I can walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever before Christian. My name's written fluid, nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in, it's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. This makes it up to the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This is Trevor Etienne. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Complete. It's Trevor Etienne. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He's loaded another one up. Brought in inside the 20. To the house. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take a 6-0 lead right away. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. Point after good from Smith. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here Here's Evans set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Takes the 2nd down snap. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
3rd down from the gun. This is hauled in by Samuel. He's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Dose of the hurry up here. They'll throw here on 1st. That's going to be incomplete. First time he's looked his back's way this game, but no results yet.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go, Shaq. Path to 60, path to 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
He's going to throw it again. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Downfield, and he's got it. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom, connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yeah, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Hill now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to begin this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he is stuffed with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives that punt backward on a gain of 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another carry for it. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll have an easy 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up with Algier. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
19 Lions. Chap 60, chap.
4th down, pass coming. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. From the gun, Mayfield. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take the lead on the first play of the drive. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Smith tacks on the point after. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. First and 10 coming up. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running for the marker on second. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
From the gun on third down. It's cut by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Into the hands of Harrison. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Buys time, rolling right. It's a big strike to Hill. And they're finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time, QB did a terrific job finding that out. Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. He's going to push one deep down the right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
This QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready.
First and 10 from the 32.
19 Tiger.
Working now from the gun. It is cut left side. And he he's short of the first after a mile gain.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Some of these quarterbacks, kid, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Quick throw left side, complete. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Before he can really break that return, they're on him to force the fumble and take away possession.
When you get that fumble inside the 20, it means one thing, Kate. Those guys were running with hair on fire. In fact, if you watch a lot of these special teams and kickoff units, you will see them running down the field on touchbacks. It's almost like they're sprinting to the finish line. They sprinted, and they took the ball away to boot.
And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. Took his shot at 6 that time, and now it's 2nd down. Setting him on the dive. And they find him after just a yard. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Rams make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Mayfield now from the gun. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield again. Throwing this for the end zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Cardinals are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Here's Evans set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Back to throw. It's everything he has under this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's got McBride complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. So 20 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He's going to throw it. Pass is caught at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Throwing it again here. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. throw here to begin the drive. This has been a trend, yet another interception. That's Julian Blackman. And the Rams take over on his 5th interception of the season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
Absolutely fires it. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
This is one of those moments, Kate, as a quarterback, when you're jogging off the field, I'm not even going to look at my defense. They gave me the ball, and all I did was give it right back to that other offense.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Look at that power, deep left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching to the core.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they did an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. That one's caught along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. I'll throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds Adams downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down. Here's Baker. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry-up here. From the red zone on 1st. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Looking quickly here. On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he's in for the touchdown. The Rams Shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Point after from Smith is good. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position here for the Cardinals as they get ready, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Well, he scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
This defense may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Cardinals have it with the lead. Just got to hang on for a little bit longer. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Throwing from the gun here. Taking a shot deep here. They sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play. And careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And he scores. That's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals go by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Baker now. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Slow knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
It's a big strike to him. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Play fake. It's Mayfield. On the move, hit it right. Gordon down the field, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good for a Rams first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Baker throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
Rams first down. First and goal.
Sticking in the air. Here's Mayfield. Connects with Adams again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the one.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Trying to run it in, ETN. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Gets it again. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it fourth and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look at enough drive to get this running game going.
Desperation time here. Chased out to his right. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Brock, they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
It's a big strike downfield to Samuel. Tackle made right around the 26. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down. Working quickly here.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now on first down. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. And we put everything he's got behind it. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
19.
Back to the air they go on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
Brings up third down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals approaching win number 7 on the year. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds his man over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
It's fourth down.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
They'll throw for it. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
2 yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They're going to pass it here. Dumped off to his running back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Handoff on second and short. He has the Cardinal first down. This one's over. They can run out this win. He goes to the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Following the sack, they need a big chunk of yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. They're throwing it. Cut near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals making a 3-score game in the 4th. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Hill now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. New set of downs for him from the 31. Mayfield on first and 10. Trying to push deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So the Cardinals pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood.